Hi everyone, my name is Stacy Wixall and today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little honeycomb bee earrings. The pieces, as you can see, were laser cut using our Glowforge machine, and there is some scorching pieces because they're very tiny and the laser's very hot, but I kind of think it gives it a natural appeal. You can leave these natural, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. They're fine natural, but if you want less of the scorched look, I don't recommend painting over where the bee is engraved, because if you do, it's pretty likely the bee is going to disappear. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some gold nail polish, and if you come to the library to do this, we have this gold nail polish here. I'm going to take the honeycomb piece and I'm just gonna paint it really, really quickly. And I would paint both sides. So I'm gonna do one side. Let me tip my screen here so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna paint honeycomb gold, which makes sense because it would be sort of a golden yellow color. I feel like there, that's better. So, and as I've said many times, and you know this if you tune into library programs, nail polish is a sort of enamel that works really well on these laser cut items. I mean, if you were doing a really big piece, maybe not so much, but for little jewelry type pieces, boy, it sure does the job well. And if you want it even shinier than what comes out of the bottle as is, you can always go ahead and put another coat of like a shiny clear coat nail polish on to give it even a little bit more shine. So that's how that looks. I hope you can. I am also, because there's only a bee on one side of the other part, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint that gold. And while I'm painting this, hopefully the one side of the honeycomb will dry. So I'm just painting it on. I try not to paint the polish on here super thick, because really it doesn't take much to cover the wood. And if you put it on super thick, well, then it's just going to take a lot longer to dry. And I don't really want to have to wait forever for it to dry. It dries pretty quick if you don't lay it on super duper heavy. I'm just evening it out here. So there, see? And then your wood almost looks like it is metal. So that one dry. Now let's see, here is my other one. And it's probably not super dry. I would probably want to let that air dry a little longer. But in the interest of you not being bored, I am going to go ahead and paint the other side real quick and see it. The nail polish covers the scorch, but I also just kind of do like the way the gold looks. It goes with the whole theme, and it adds a little interest because the other lower part will be natural on the one side with the bee. You could, if you wanted to, I'll show you one other thing you might consider doing or not. So there's that. Now I have a honeycomb that is a nice gold. Way I flip it. And I'm just gonna set this, I'm gonna try to balance it so it can dry while I do other things. And thankfully, I'll show you on my calendar here. If you have steady hands, you can stand it up on the edge to let it air dry. So nice to know, right? Makes it a lot easier. So if You want to get a little fancier with the bee part. Like I said, I would not paint this gold over the bee, but one thing you could consider doing is just taking your gold and put a little bit around the edge. Just carefully edge it. This takes a really steady hand to get it on there and not be too heavy with it. But you can do it if you just take your time like I am. And this is kind of nice because it gives it a little more of a connection to the golden honeycomb piece. And then I'm going to take and do it on the top. There. So if you do that, I recommend that you go slow and just barely touch it with the brush as you go, because that way, if you don't touch it super heavy with the brush, you're less likely to be disappointed that you got too much on there. So just go slow and just barely touch it with your brush and you'll get a nice edge. Okay, so I'm done with the painting part. Now, those are wet. So I'm going to show you with the natural ones how you put this together. Actually, let me grab ones out of here that are not together. So in your bag, I'll go over what comes in your kit. So you're going to get 2 honeycomb pieces. And I will set those down here so you can see. There's my 2 honeycomb pieces. You will get 1, 2 bumblebee pieces. And that's what they look like. And you'll get 2, some people call them French hooks, or some people call them fish hooks. You're going to get 2 of those, whatever you want to call them. And you're going to get 6 of these little brass rings, call them. And so I'll move this over so you can see. There's my hooks, and I have 6 rings. So pretty straightforward and easy to put together. You can use some needle nose pliers if you have them. It does make it a little easier to open the ring. And again, if you've watched my videos, you know how to open these, but for anyone who maybe hasn't, you're going to grab the ring with your pliers and you're going to pretend it's a saloon door. So it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. It's not going to open from left to right. That weakens the ring and is a bad idea. So I just simply hold on one side and I'm going to go up with it. And then I'm going to take my honeycomb, I'm going to put it through. And I'm going to take my hook, and it has a little loop on the end. I'm going to put that on. And then I'm going to shut the door. So I'm going to go right back, take my pliers, and I'm going to shut the door by pushing the ring down. Okay, so now we have the top part of the earring. Now to get the bottom part, you're going to need a bumblebee, and you're going to need 2 of the little brass rings. So same thing again. I'll show you, you can use your fingers if your fingers are strong enough. You can, same idea, grab a hold and push up until it's open enough that you can get it onto your bumblebee part. And then you're gonna, once you get the bumblebee part on, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna put your honeycomb on and you close it. Now for closing, you can do it with your fingers. It's gonna feel like you're all thumbs probably, but it's possible to do if you don't have the pliers, and I just wanted to show people that. Now what did I do? I put my wedge on wrong. See, if this happens, don't panic. It happens. You just open the little ring, and because I'm feeling very fat fingered this morning, I am going to go ahead and open this using the pliers. So same technique, and I will just do this again and get my bee on there correctly. So not sure why I did it incorrectly last time, but it happens. So see, if it's correct on there, it will, you can tell once I get the other ring on, it will hang so you can see. Now I'm going to open another little ring, and I'm going to go ahead and put my ring through here. And then I'm going to go ahead and thread my honeycomb onto the ring and use my pliers and just shut the door. And there you have it. A little dangle earring, just like that. Now, in case anybody's curious what it will look like put together if you paint it, I think these should be dry. They are. So I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to open, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Close it up. I really, oops, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. I really like to use pliers if I can. It does make it super fast and easy because the pliers are nice and skinny and can get in there and do what needs to be done. But you can do it without them. Okay, and then now if you come to the library to do this craft, we do have plenty of jewelry pliers that you may use. We do have, as I said, the gold nail polish, and I see the now my hands are turning gold a bit. So this wasn't totally dry. It's close, but not quite all the way. That's okay. Okay. And then we'll just shut the door. And that is how it looks if it's painted in gold. So let's see. I have something to put behind that might help you to see. So there it is, gold, back and front, and natural looks like this one. And so you can decide if you prefer natural or you prefer gold. And I hope you have fun putting your little earrings together. And I hope you have even more fun getting to wear them out somewhere. So that's all there is for that. And I will see you next time at the library. Bye.